Hello, and welcome to Big Purpose Mastermind. I am your host, Scott Wilhite. Super excited to have you join me. If you are somebody who feels like you have a calling, a mission, a life's work to do, a big purpose to accomplish, this show is for you. Each day we go through, actually, each week we pick a different master of influencers, master of influence, somebody who is really making a difference out there in the world. And we use them as a case study to kind of figure out how we can show up, how we can share the things that we know to make that transformation in other people's lives and to live our big purpose. This week we are looking at Lisa Nichols and all the amazing things that she is doing, having a remarkable time looking at her life, watching the amazing transformation. The thing that I have gained the most, I'll just, my spoiler, I guess my assessment for the week so far is that she shows up and she lives fully as if it's already happened. Like, I know that she was one of the featured teachers in the movie The Secret, and which is about the law of attraction. It's about manifesting things in our lives. It's about believing things into existence. Well, she would believe this better life for herself into existence even before it had truly come about. And anyway, just remarkable things. I love that she's living that way. And it kind of is teaching me to live that way too, to just kind of believe it there, even though, as I look at reality and as I look at what's happening right now, maybe that doesn't quite match up. But I love that she's shown up that way. And as we go through the week, and as we go through her different videos, holy cow, like you can see this amazing transformation in everything that she's doing. So if you have missed previous episodes, I'll just show you this real quick. Just go to schoolofhumanity.tv and you can jump back there. You can catch her episodes as well as the other sessions for other great masters of influencers. Absolutely free. Schoolofhumanity.tv. That's kind of the library for all of that great goodness. Okay, so just to kind of recap on a couple of days and let you know what's coming up. On day one, we talked about her origin story. And what I thought was remarkable about dissecting that for her is it was really about identity. In a superhero story, you have like the Spider-Man origin story, and that's where they get their superpowers. She turned her mess into her message, and that became her superpower. That's how she truly found out who she was. But she created who she wanted to be. And it all started with her identity. So if you missed day one, you really want to catch that. Day two, we talked about overcoming obstacles. Holy cow, the obstacles, from where she started out to where she's at right now, remarkable. But she turns that all around because everything that she does is focused on her people and helping them overcome their obstacles. Today, we're going to take that a step further and show how she's using video to accomplish her big purpose. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about some innovative video strategies that she's using. And on Friday, we're going to wrap it all up with her clarity on who it is that she's serving. Okay, if these are things that are going to help you with what you're doing and the challenges that you've got, anyway, hope that helps you. So with that, I also want to share with you the quote of the day. Okay, this comes from Tony Robbins. He says, "It's not what we get, but who we become, what we contribute that gives meaning to our lives." Okay, as we look at Lisa Nichols, as we evaluate the things that she's done, who she has become has just been absolutely remarkable. I have so loved watching all of this unfold this week. And anyway, I'm excited to share more of that with you. So let's jump into a couple of videos that kind of detail this out for you. And let's see, just want to make sure. Okay. So yeah, anyway, she does some really remarkable stuff. Again, you really got to catch day 1 and 2 to see a little bit more where she started, and her transformation has been just absolutely amazing. Her confidence, her speaking ability, her physical appearance. Her hair looks different in every single video that I see. I mean, she's changing and she's blossoming and growing. Absolutely amazing. So with this, we're going to hear a little bit of her story, and she's going to teach other people how to speak and how to use video so that they can accomplish their big purpose. With that, let me make sure that I have my audio up so that you can hear that. And here we go.
Hi, I'm Lisa Nichols. I'm the CEO of Motivating the Masses, one of the featured teachers in The Secret, and the author of the best-selling books, No Matter What and Abundance Now. I've achieved an incredible lifestyle. Many people look at my life, including me, and go, how did that happen?
See
I
the
took
change?
myself from
See the
being a
change?
struggling single mom on government's assistance to running a multi-million-dollar business. From a woman who really didn't own her voice, have her voice, or discover her voice, to speaking over 30 million people on an annual basis. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my journey. I live a life that's barely recognizable from the woman that I was 30 years ago. As a society,
Okay, so she's talking there about her transformation, about where she started, how her life is barely recognizable now. But if you go back and watch day 1 and 2, you will see that she had those thoughts planted in her mind way back at the beginning. She knew where she wanted to go. She was creating this in her mind, and now that she's there in so many respects, I mean, she's astounded at how good it's turned out. So but you hear a little bit of that. So, but what she's talking about is she's talking about you really need to be a master of communication. You really need to be able to learn to speak so that you can connect with others. So let's just hear a little bit more about her philosophy about speaking and being a presenter like that. Here we go.
or what was said in an incorrect way.
Here we
So
go.
it's time. It's time for us to harness the opportunity to master communication at a whole new level. You're ready, I'm ready, we're ready to do the work required so that every experience that we go through has a more impactful, lasting impression on our lives. And they will all start with more effective communication. What I love about this journey
Okay.
together,
It all starts with effective communication. I mean, she's laying it out for us right now. I mean, she's told us about her transformation. She's told us about where she came from, and what she's pointing to us to is that being able to communicate effectively is what has caused that transformation for her. Okay, video is the big tool. If you want to be able to truly transform your life, if you truly want to connect with other people, use video because they can look in your eyes, they can hear the sincerity of your voice. You can show up as you truly are. And they can see that. And right now we live in the most amazing time possible. Let me just, okay. If you show up as that trusted source, and if you use video, you can use video to serve, sell, and scale. But you become that trusted source because they can look in your eyes and they can hear your sincerity, and they recognize that you are the kind of person that has the information that they need to transform their lives. Okay, it's all about being that trusted source. I love how she shows up. I love how she shares, and she points us to the fact that being able to communicate well is one of those major keys. So let me grab video number 2. This is one that she did for Mind Valley. And actually, um, her Mind Valley speeches, she's spoken there a number of times. That's where I first heard her and just blew my mind as to her power, her energy, her enthusiasm, her focus on purpose, her focus on listening to that little voice inside that tells you, yes, you were meant for more, and following that into uncomfortable situations that help you grow and blossom. So with that, I'm going to talk. I'm going to share this part where she's talking about living your quest, living your purpose, that thing that you were called to do. Let's see. I need to jump. Where do I need to jump? I made a note for myself. Find your voice. Okay. I'm going to come back here to about 28 seconds in. I'm saying that out loud because I'm stalling. Here we go.
um, I think that living my quest, really, if I look at it on a daily basis, it's finding my own voice. It's finding your voice. It's finding the song that only you can sing.
Actually, I got to stop right there. That phrase, finding the song that only you can sing, is one of those things that propelled me into truly going after my purpose. For me, my story was a mentor who's now become a dear friend of mine. We had a creative team retreat. I'm a filmmaker, and we had a creative team retreat at his cabin, and he started to talk to us. And as he talked, it felt like he was only talking to me, but he's a composer, he's a playwright, he's an author. but he just brought everything back to music. And he said, what is that song? What is that music that only you can sing? And I just love that. It felt like my life was meaningful. And it's something that I've held on to for a long time. So let me just play a little bit of that again as you listen to Lisa talk about that.
Only you can sing, off key or not.
Off key or not. Okay.
It's finding your rhythm. It's discovering what it feels like to walk in your shoes today. It won't look like it looked 10 years ago. Living your quest is, what can I do with my life so that my life becomes infectious to someone else? Living my quest looks like, how do I make my fingerprint matter so big that it lives beyond my transition day? Living your quest.
Okay, I'm going to just stop it there. Is that a beautiful idea? Do you ever just kind of wonder what is your purpose? What is your life all about? And you know what? You may not have it all figured out. I don't have it figured out. I've been working on this forever. And in fact, that mentor that of mine that I told you about, I don't know, he's like 60 something. And he talked to me about, I wake up every morning and I have to reevaluate, am I on the right path? Am I still on the right path, or do I need to take a different path? But it's finding that, figuring that out, taking time to be quiet, to listen to that inner voice, to really get that and connect with that. Okay, let me just jump forward. I have one more section in here that you're just going to love, right around 2 minutes, 2:01. Here we go.
Cry when necessary.
Okay.
Living your quest is not something that you can't touch. It's not something that requires a stage or lights or cameras. Living your quest is being completely content with who you are in the dark of the night. So who you are in the middle of the day is all right. Living your quest is as simple as it is complex. Living your quest is about giving yourself permission, say permission, on a daily basis to become the next best version of yourself.
Okay, the next best version of yourself. Again, if you haven't seen day 1 and 2, go back to those. See where she had more of her origin story, where she was more starting out, and look at where she's at right now, who she has become. I mean, she's so confident. She's so clear on stage. She understands who she is and what she has to offer. You can do this too. And just like she pointed out in here, that it's about effective communication. It's about learning to connect with those that you serve. Video is a remarkable way for you to do that. And if you learn to record yourself, honestly, you will be able to learn to practice this and to test it out. Try it out to get better and better and better at it. Okay. I hope that you will do that. If you want help with that, I'm happy to help you with that. I do coach people on how to use video. And if you want to catch any of those previous episodes, again, schoolofhumanity.tv will get you into all that. Meg Johnson's week was awesome. Les Brown, Marie Forleo, got some great stuff in there. Schoolofhumanity.tv. But I hope that if you are thinking about your purpose, and if you're worried about, am I living it? Am I doing it? Am I showing up as the best full version of yourself? I hope that you will look at what Lisa Nichols is doing and follow those things. Believe in who she is. I mean, for her, she was believing in who she is already, even though that was a future person. And you can see the transformation that's happened in her life. She's traveled all over the world. She's been able to speak with people, connect with them, and really use the art of communication to make that connection. And it was a process. It's a transformation that has happened for her. But I love that she started out before she was even ready. Before she was ever ready, she started out, and we can see some of that. So with that, I just want to say, yes, you do have a calling, a mission, a life's work to accomplish, a big purpose to do. So today, go and make life better, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, here we go. Here's the closing bit. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.